Welcome to BDY Trading, where I'll show you how to learn trading through execution and discipline. In this video, we'll go over today's NQ trading session. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and let's get into the charts. In this video, we'll go over the trades I took, the setups I was looking, and logic behind them.
Order submitted.
For my first trade, I took a long at a break of previous highs. Price went up through my order, but then failed to move higher and stopped me out of break even. After that, price kept moving higher on the uptrend channel, but I noticed some price weakness, so I decided to try and go for a short out of break off the recent lows. Price dropped past my order and then dropped all the way down to my take profit. Right after, I noticed price was consolidating, so I decided to take a short at the lows.
Order filled.
Price then gave a quick drop and my stop trailed to exit at a profit. Price then drops further and bounces at a support level. Then it retraces and all the way back to a previous support and starts slowing down. At this point, I wanted to take a short but accidentally went in longs. So when price pushed a little bit higher, I decided to manually close the trade.
Order submitted.
Price then pushed higher, so I waited to try and get in on a retracement, expecting another to move to the upside.
Order submitted. Order filled.
As price dropped to the previous resistance, I decided to go long at a break of highs. Price pushed higher, but then dropped again to stop me from my first loss. Moving on, price then drops to the support trend line. I was expecting a break and failure of support, but price respected the level.
Order filled.
Price then pushed higher, so I decided to take a long at break of highs. Price moved past my order and kept pushing higher. As price approached the next resistance level, my stop loss trailed and stopped me out for profit. Price then started to bounce around the resistance level, and it looked like price was going to reject that level. I decided to take another short of the recent lows, expecting a push from the rejection down to the next support.
Stop it.
Price only dropped halfway of the range, stopping at a previous minor resistance level that now served as support, to then push up and stop me at break even. It then continues to move higher with a lot of small rejections. Sensing weakness on the price action, I decided to set up a short around the recent lows of the uptrend. Price then breaks lower on a nice move down. My stop moves to break even, and for a second I thought I was going to be stopped out, but then it dropped again lower with my stop trailing to exit at a profit. At this point, I am halfway to my daily goal. Price then goes and moved higher, going for another retest of resistance. It looks like we are going into a consolidation range as the uptrend weakens. So I decide to set a sell order at the recent lows. Price drops and hits my order, but immediately does a quick pullback. I thought I was going to take a quick loss on this one. But it dropped again, and this time with plus 4-point move in my favor to trigger my auto break even.
Order submitted.
Price then moved closer to the support trend line, but rejected to stop me out even. Next trade. Price stayed near the support trend line, so I decided to set a sell a break of it, expecting a move down to the support level for a retest.
Stop.
Price moves lower and hits my order. It respects the trend line and quickly reverses to stop me for a loss. This was somewhat expected since this trade was a strong set. By the way, if you're liking this video so far, please like and subscribe. Every bit of support helps the channel grow. Moving on, as price moved higher, it was quickly stopped and rejected at the resistance level, moving back down, and this time with enough momentum to break the support trend line.
Order
It reached the
filled.
support and bounced again. I decided to set a sell order at lows, looking for another rejection and break of support. Price seems to struggle to move
Stop
higher, so I
fill.
moved my order closer, but as price hits it, I realized it may keep going up, and that's exactly what it did, taking me out for a loss. That was a bad trade because moving my sell order wasn't part of the original plan. Price then started to move lower, breaking multiple support levels. So I decided to try
Order
another
filled.
short after price pause in the next support. Price then pushed through support, and as it moved
Stop
lower, my
filled.
stop trailed, stopping out at a profit.
Order filled.
After price bounced off support, I decided to get in for a long and break of highs and resistance. Price pushed for the break, but ended up rejecting the
Stop.
level and moving back down, stopping me for a loss. As price bounced up again from support, it started to look
Order
weak near the
filled.
resistance level. I set up a sell order at the recent lows, expecting the rejection. Price dropped, but it pushed back up, stopping out for another loss.
Stop filled.
Price looks like it's getting momentum to the upside, so I place a buy order at a break of recent highs
Order
and break of
filled.
resistance. Price pushed and hit my order,
Stop filled.
but failed to push higher and move back down to hit my stop loss. Third loss in a row. I need to calm down. As price kept pushing up, I waited for a retracement around the resistance level. Once the setup formed, I placed my buy order
Order
at the
filled.
recent high. Price stalled for a little but kept pushing up. After plus 4 points, my stop moved to break even. Price kept moving higher in a clean
Stop
move,
filled.
and as my stop trailed, I got stopped for a profit. Price dropped and slowed down around the second support level. Price made a quick rejection
Order
of the
submitted.
level, so I decided to
Order
take a long.
filled.
I set up my buy order at a recent high, expecting a push towards resistance. Price pushed but retraced back down and stopped me for another loss.
Stop filled.
Price kept dropping with small moves up. I decided to wait until price moved near support. Once price got there, I set up another buy order at a high.
Order filled.
Price hit my order but dropped right away and stopped me up for another loss.
Stop
At this
filled.
point, I need to stop looking for this longs that are going nowhere. Once price broke the second
Order
support
submitted.
level, I decided to look
Order
for
filled.
shorts at a break of the recent lows. I placed my sell at the recent lows, price dropped and filled my order. As price pushed lower, my stop trailed and price moved near support and stopped my on a
Stop
bounce.
filled.
Price picked up a lot momentum on the way down, and I wanted to look
Order
for more
submitted.
shorts. Once I saw the first bounce, I placed my sell order a bit
Order
lower
filled.
to catch the continuation on the move lower. Price quickly dropped
Stop
and went for a
filled.
support retest, and as my stop trailed, I got stopped for a profit. This is the momentum I needed the entire session.
Order submitted. Order filled. Stop filled.
Price kept bouncing at the support level and made a push towards resistance. I set up in
Order
but limit
submitted.
order at the support level,
Order
waiting
filled.
for a retest before a push higher. Price dropped and immediately pushed higher. Price made a nice move higher and my stop trailed all the way. Price got close to my take profit, so I moved my take profit higher to try and catch more of the move. As price got near resistance, it slowed down and stopped me for a massive
Stop
profit.
filled.
Price moved to the resistance level but slowed down and failed to break higher. Seeing this, I decided to set a sell order, expecting a rejection and move lower.
Order
Price
filled.
dropped, but not with a lot of strength. So as price dropped lower, I decided to move my stop to break even and got stopped out.
Stop filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
As price came back up, I placed a buy order at
Stop.
resistance, but price hit and rejected at the level. Since price was holding higher, I decided to set up for a re-entry of my previous setup. I placed my buy order at resistance. Price finally broke higher and pushed with good momentum. My stop trailed and I got stopped for a decent profit, getting back my profits from the start of the session.
Order filled.
After price kept moving higher, I wanted to look for another setup on a breakout higher. Once price got close to the 2 of the uptrend channel, it started to slow down and I looked for a setup to get in on a long. Set my buy order at the previous high. Once price made a move higher and hit my order, price started pushing towards resistance. Price made a push through resistance and my stop trailed and exited for a profit. I took short on the way down at a break of support. Price breaks the level but then bounced back and stopped me at break even. For my last setup, I took another short at a break of the second support level. Once the support failed, price dropped lower with momentum, and as my stop trailed near the last support, I got stopped at a bounce for a profit. Thank you for watching. Check out my playlist for the 1000 Trades Challenge and subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's session. See you then.